syringe with a Mercis and purses, but been diagnosed from birth. They've been tripping on, they've been run skirt. Even all hoes avoid me. I got niggas afraid of it. I got niggas cold with the cold feet, unhappy feet. Because 24 hours isolated, 24 cage in a month, 24-hour watch. I am a cage. I want out. Go for a Wolverine claws. Just get out. Just get out. 24 hours. 24 hours with the switch. 24 hours with the switch. 24 hours with the 24 hours with the isolation. Yeah. Yeah. Skirt. Baby. I got called with that exorcism, thinking differently. Not of a sheep, of a scary independent.
What is up, my archpiece of cast? Oh, it's not plugged in, man. Let me get this plugged in real quick. Give me a minute. Here, we'll keep that blooper in there. It'd be funny and entertaining. But anyways, the reason why I want to make that entertaining because we got some pretty bad news. And I know when it comes to bad news, it's hard for people to handle this. You know, most people can't handle bad news. And bad news is from what we've seen in Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15. They could be rushing Final Fantasy VII Remake. I know. It's alright. You can put angry comments on below. You know, I'm not going to censor or be politically correct this time. I'm just going to let anything goes. Well, except for anything that can give me legal repercussions. None of that shit. But everything else goes. But anyways, yes. Most likely the Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be delayed. And I know it's not going to make everybody happy. I'm pissed off too, but you know what? We're gonna have to allow this. It's either they rush this or we don't get the game at all. And I want the game. I really want the game. But this could be another microtransaction thing like Final Fantasy 15. And especially if they're doing it in episodic order, this could be. Now, granted, I'm gonna give Nomura a break because Nomura gets enough, you know, trolls and hatred as much as he does, and you know, we need to cut back on that. We need to be a better community, so. But it could be bad for him too, because the shareholders, the fans already took notice, but if the shareholders notice this, if they can't go buy their yacht, they can't go buy their Lamborghini, they're gonna notice. They're gonna like, Square Enix, what are you doing? Just put the game out there. That's why they had to do that to Final Fantasy 15. And then Kingdom Hearts was kind of half the story. No offense. I love Kingdom Hearts 3. Good game. Undeniably good game. And kind of satisfying. But you can't forget that they had a shorter story. You couldn't go visit old worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3. You couldn't go have Final Fantasy characters in this. No, not even in one of the new worlds of Kingdom Hearts. Not to mention the game seems unfinished, meaning that they're going to patch in new worlds or patch in stuff like that. And if you were unlucky to get a copy that's kind of glitched where you're stuck at level 6 and woo, I don't know what to say to you, but your poor soul, I'm going to pray for you. But yes, it looks like we might get this kind of product for Final Fantasy VII Remake. Looks like we're going to get a rush one. And you know what? I'll be honest, rush is better than nothing. But if they do mess this up, I will be disappointed. If this ends up being a hot mess. Yeah, I love Final Fantasy 15, but when Final Fantasy 15 went to Chapter 13, they rushed it. They had one whole section for Chapter 13, and Chapter 14, before all the Royal Edition and all the DLCs, was so short. All you had to do is walk up to Arden's. All you had to do is beat Ifrit, walk up to the palace, beat Arden's ass, knocked his sacrifice himself, and that was it. It wouldn't even feel satisfying. And the Arden boss didn't even feel like a final boss. As a matter of fact, I feel like they should have put Ravis there, because at least Ravis felt like a final boss. But we're not talking about Final Fantasy 15. The reason about Final Fantasy 15 is that we could be looking at the same trend, because it seems they're doing the same trend. Because Kingdom Hearts 3 is doing the same exact thing as Final Fantasy 7. You know, I'm not Final Fantasy 15. You know. My please. Hold up, just had to finish that. Sorry. Just had to finish the text. Sorry, I am really ADHD. I think I'm nervous too. I think I'm getting a panic attack from what could happen to Final Fantasy VII, because Final Fantasy VII means a lot to me. That's the first Final Fantasy I've ever played, and I've been in love with it, obviously. As you see the green lighting, I have the fusion sword. I have a PS4 PS4 skin of Final Fantasy VII. I have all the movies, the spin-off titles. I do want to get the Guiding Turks novel, which is the one with Evan Townsend on it. You know, I'm even going to make a Final Fantasy VII Vincent Valentine's story web series one day. It's like, you know I love this game. You know I love this game. This, not to be insensitive, but this game's like the Holy Bible to me. Like, you know, I mean, I'm not saying it's perfect. It does have flaws. But you can see how much I feel if other people feel. But we should give Square Enix just a little bit of break, because it's better to come out with half a story than not. But I feel like that they're doing it with half their games. I've even heard things about Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I heard things a lot from other people, you know, about the other games they release. I think Nier Automata had the full story, so that was good. But you know, their big budget titles like Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3, it's only half a story. And with half a story, this could be problematic for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I know you guys don't want to hear me say that. I know you want to get angry and hit that dislike button. But just please, just listen. Just listen before you get angry. Listen before you get mad. You know, this could be what happened to Final Fantasy VII Remake. We're just gonna have to accept it for what it is. It's just gonna be unfortunate. We're already gonna have to accept it for being episodic. And you know what? I came to terms with it. I mean, the fact we're getting a remake makes me pleased in the first place. So, you know, I've dealt with it. So yeah, but yeah, it's like, it just seems that's what's going on with the trend. Now, they might do the Avengers game first, because Captain Marvel's coming out, and they did talk about the Avengers game. Either way, one of our big budget titles, it's going to be the same thing as Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3. It's going to come with half a story. You're going to have to pay for another... You're going to have to pay for another half... you're going to have to pay for another half for microtransactions. It's just... This is real life, dude. This is our life. As fans, you're gonna have to pay a microtransaction stuff. You're gonna have to pay for, you know, episodes. I'm pretty sure they're gonna put all the rest of the story, like Yuffie, Barrett's, Tifa's, Vincent Valentine, Sid, Highway, you know. But I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be part of the main story. I'm pretty sure when you buy the character, you know, I mean, I don't think you buy the characters. I think you'll earn the characters in the game like normal, but you know, with little side changes. But you're going to have to pay for the story. So if you're going to have to prioritize, unless you buy the season pass, you're going to have to prioritize if you want episode Vincent or you want episode Sid. Now, I know people go like, you're wrong, you're wrong, King of the Night. You're wrong, bud. You're wrong. Then just listen to me. Look what happened to Kingdom Hearts 3. That's evidence as it is. They're going to be putting DLC to fix up the patches and make the game longer and stuff like that. Because the game was actually really short, especially if you didn't get what I got, which was the level 6 glitch, which I got on my disc. So, you know, it's going to be a while before I complete the game, but most people have already completed the game for the fact it was shorter. And Final Fantasy 15 was short. Now, don't deny Final Fantasy 15 was short. I love Final Fantasy 15. Matter of fact, it's my second favorite Final Fantasy. But you got to admit it was shorter, thanks to Chapter 13's extensive, long level. And people hated Chapter 13. Everyone can agree that Chapter 13 was hot garbage. It was bad. You know, I'm not going to sit here and defend Chapter 13. Even with the multiple patches, it was just, the story was out of place. We didn't know what was going on. We were just following a Magitech factory, you know. No one explained that Emperor Idolus turned to a demon until we got the patch, you know. We didn't know what happened to Ravis. Ravis just shows up and dies without that. That's just, you know. But I'm just saying, this could happen to Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 7 Remake could, okay, could happen as a microtransaction game. So may the crystal be with you, and stay hyped. Please be excited, but don't go in expecting a masterpiece of what Final Fantasy VII Remake could be. Just go in, just go in. In fact, I think most of you would, because it's Final Fantasy VII in the title, and I probably would too. I'm not gonna lie, you know, I'm biased. I'd probably be defending the game when it comes out, to be quite honest. But please be excited and understand that it could be another microtransaction game and rush. So may the crystal be with you.
We don't no longer get along anymore. Now it's time. It's time to. I need some space from you. I need space from you, girl.
The Final Fantasy Ultimania guide. This will actually pretty much tell you everything about the Final Fantasy universe. This is Volume 2, which contains the games of 7, 8, and 9. And the first one contains the ones before that. This has like artwork, guides, everything, even the original artwork, the universe, the story, everything is supposed to be. Everything that's in the Final Fantasy universe is in these guides. So don't forget to go to Barnes & Noble and pick yourself up the Final Fantasy Ultimate.